no mention of Deadpool at all from
Nope.
anybody. Like nothing. There was no, and I saw a couple interviewers trying to get something out of Deadpool out of them. Like the question was 100% dismissed. Like there was
I
nothing.
don't think he knows. I don't think they got that far.
Yeah.
Well, so the
I
interesting,
know they said they. I know he's like, oh yeah, we've got the next 5 years plan, but it's like that doesn't necessarily mean they have like where Deadpool's gonna come into it.
so I made a video on this. It'll be out. Deadpool is a little bit more complicated than just what happened with get the X-Men Fantastic Four start right, like work on them right away. That woman that was tied up at Fox, Emma Watts, she had a hand directly in Deadpool happening, and she was kind of like, imagine the Ike Perlmutter, how he could call some shots on some of the elements of
Yeah.
the MCU. That was her role with Deadpool and Avatar. And she was actually going to leave Fox, according to sources, but they've convinced her to stay. But she's going to oversee Avatar while she had to give up Deadpool to Kevin. So I think finally the reports are saying that it's all under Kevin now. So I don't think he could talk about Deadpool because he wasn't allowed to develop Deadpool yet. I think that's kind of what it was at. Like, because he would have to go through her, and going through another middleman,
Yeah,
it's a little
he's not
shaky.
going back to that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it looks like it was just literally under 24 hours ago.
Right.
They confirmed that
It's-
Deadpool is 100% Kevin Feige's
It's-
property now.
Deadpool was a thing that was tied up with a few extra strings attached to him, and
Yeah.
I've known
That's
that
interesting.
just by talking to some people. So, like,
Yeah. That's an interesting one. I never would have thought Deadpool would be anything other than like just general mutant rights. But
that was my assumption too. But I guess some people got a hold of something. It's like she was the Abby
it's
Arad.
weird. It's Hollywood. It's weird. People
Right.
have their fingers in the pies. Like,
So, with Deadpool in mind, then, and that's the topic we're discussing right now, how do they handle this? Like, what are you doing with
I mean,
Deadpool?
ideally they don't. Like, just leave him there.
Well,
Oh.
now that they have it official, unfortunately it did take after San Diego Comic-Con, but they now have D23 ahead. In that short amount of time, they can sit there and be like, okay, we have everything that we can do now legally. Where do we want to say he's coming? And kind of just pull
But-
him X-Men and Fantastic Four.
So-
he's coming.
I could see that, but here's my problem. Kevin Feige would not listen to somebody other directors like, this is how we need our film. And then they come to an agreement. Like, that's why Edgar Wright left Ant-Man, for example, right? Patty Jenkins for Thor. There's no way Kevin Feige takes orders from Ryan Reynolds.
No.
That is never happening. So,
Honestly, I don't think Reynolds is going to stay purely for that fact.
I mean, do you think is this character getting a clean reboot?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, because it's like, yes, Deadpool's the easiest one to like just bring over without a reboot, but it's. I don't know. There's so much baggage in those movies anyway.
There
It's
is.
like, oh look, here, do they really want to have the Dark Phoenix cast in the MCU? If
No.
they have Deadpool 3 just come over and then of course the cameo in Deadpool 2, like, do they really want that? I don't think they do. They want people to forget about that entirely. So let's just start again. You can still make a joke and reference it, but it's not necessarily going to be part of what they
Well,
have.
How about this one? Since everything's going on in order, if they can figure it out, what if they pull Deadpool from the Multiverse of Madness? It doesn't have to be Ryan Reynolds.
Keep him out. No, don't do that. No, that's how to destroy a movie quickly. You do that.
Yeah, that
In Deadpool in a horror movie, nah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
He would take out the horror in any aspect of it.
Yeah.
Unless you sit there and he's literally the merc with a mouth, and his mouth is just a severed head, and he's sewn shut.
No, God, no.
Like,
Nope. So,
And even then, you just bring in Headpool at that point. Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, at this point, just looking at, like, Blade is going to be, okay, we got to figure this one out because the vampires. Deadpool makes Blade look like a breeze.
Yeah.
It's a weird scenario with the character. Like, I wouldn't mind it if they keep the core cast of Deadpool. Right, I like those actors. I like Brolin, I like Zazie, I like Ryan Reynolds in those roles. But
Stefan.
give us the main cast, and just introduce them as brand new versions of these characters. Don't ever acknowledge anything that happened before. Just be like, it's Deadpool 3, and just call it Deadpool 3 the reboot, and there you go. I'll take
so
it.
We're getting giant silent Bobbit now.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd rather that than have a Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
But
you're just saying it is Deadpool 3.
Well, reboot Deadpool 3,
No, what they do is they say Deadpool 3, and then you have the big X, reboot, Marvel style.
Deadpool 3 boot. You do that.
Oh my god.
I'll take it, because it is his third attempt at Deadpool. That's true. Yeah. Yes. I'll take it.
Keeping the cast, I'm fine with, after Far From Home with J.K. Simmons.
Yep.
People are fine with having actors play the same roles.
Same.
Yep.
No one really, because everyone understands it's not the same thing. But it's just get rid of the X-Men baggage from Deadpool and do it that way.
Do you think, though, because this is basically Ryan Reynolds' step into the potential of the MCU, that he sits there and he actually backs off and understands, hey, I had to say I am the executive person of this because he knew that maybe Fox wasn't going to do it as well. Now understanding how Marvel does everything.
If he ever wants to work in Hollywood, he has to, because Deadpool is what's keeping him relevant.
Yeah.
It's a question of is Ryan Reynolds really smart, or is he really dumb?
Right,
because if he's smart, he'll put his ego in check and he'll work with Feige. If not, he's gone.
Yeah. And then what's he gonna do after that? And you don't want to burn a bridge with Disney, especially that you're literally walking in to open money. That's
especially when Disney's put not his face exactly, but your character on their website the minute that deal was done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
They clearly want you, and they know that people want Reynolds as Deadpool. So don't be dumb about it, Ryan. Play it smart. Right. Just take the money. Sell out.
Sell it. You're gonna sell out for $15 million. Oh, poor you. Oh no.
And a multi-movie contract deal.
Right.
And, becoming a part of the limelight, and we'll just dust under the bridge what happened when it came to Deadpool 2 that nobody watched.
Blah, blah.
Now, here's what I want to know, right? Do they keep Deadpool as part of the mutants and do it that way? Because he's not technically a mutant, he's a mutate.
Right.
So do they wait till they introduce the concept of mutants to introduce him, or do they just treat him like everyone else and just be like, oh yeah, I've got superpowers? And do it that way.
I honestly, I don't care.
Because if you take him away from mutants, you can bring him in before.
Right.
Yeah.
Then, obviously, you can then maybe cross him over later down the line. But if you want to do the mutants, you have to wait till afterwards.
True.
Or he could be the one who does a quick little blip talk about mutants.
Yeah.
And how it's no, dude, they're always here. You just are stupid and blind and don't see them.
Hear me out. Here's my radical take on Deadpool, okay? We're going to make him more like the X-Force run from mid-2000s, and he's going to be a serious ninja that's amazing like Snake Eyes, and less fourth wall breaking and stupid. How about that?
That's actually how they're probably going to have to, because once you start breaking the fourth wall when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
nope.
You just literally killed the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I say it's a weird thing to have in the MCU. So
I mean, dude, I would love it if Blade is I need to go hunt vampires. Oh look, here's a very skilled ninja and Phantom X to team up in a sequel. Hell yes, I will take that.
Was it the Rick Remender X-Force run?
Remender, that's the one. Yep, yeah. I couldn't remember if it was him.
It's like the definitive X-Force run.
It's a masterpiece. It's the best so X-Force there is. So, and Rick Remender.
Obviously keep Apocalypse out of it because we've got to save Apocalypse to later on.
Yep.
But you can put someone else in there.
Way later.
Exactly. So that's it for our Deadpool talk. Hopefully we'll find out